What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and as these details slowly trickle out about Bryan Kohberger, there's one detail that I just can't stop thinking about. There's one detail that really stands out to me. Because it is being reported that after Bryan allegedly did what he did to those 4 students, after Bryan allegedly viciously massacred 4 bright, young, beautiful souls, Bryan went back to his classes at Washington State University and finished out the semester. Meaning that after Bryan allegedly did this horrible, heinous crime, he went back to school, sat down in class amongst other college students, as if nothing ever happened. Imagine how cold and calculated you have to be to pull that off. Because you know that this is the talk of a lot of college campuses, especially not too far away at Washington State University. You better believe that people within his classroom, walking through the hallways, on social media, people all around him were more than likely talking about this case. And Bryan went to school, finished out the semester as if nothing ever happened. Now, when I see and hear that news, it makes me really think about Bryan as a person, and it makes me think about this crime, because hearing that, it just makes me further believe that this was something that was thought out. Now, of course, that may not be the case. This could be just a random, like, okay, I'm just going to do this tonight. You know, I can't put myself in these people's shoes and think the way these crazy people think. But to just return back to class, finish out the semester, go about your life as if nothing ever happened after murdering 4 young students, that's crazy. That's crazy because he was in a college environment himself, surrounded by other college students. And I guess that would make me question, why these people? Why did you target these 4 individuals? You know, I mean, if this was something this was an urge of Bryan's, then surely he could have found some people, I guess, that attended his own college. Maybe that would have been easier for him, but maybe he thought that would be, I don't know, it would be easier for him to get caught if he did that. I can't begin to put myself in his thought process. But you got to be one cold-hearted mother effort to do what he did and then to just go back to class. Like, I would be interested in hearing from people who interacted with him after this crime was committed, from people who were in the same classroom with him after this situation went down, with people who saw him on campus, because I want to know, was he acting nervous? Was he acting different? He looks like someone who is probably not the most interactive person, someone who's probably more to himself, but then again, you know, who knows? But if this was the first crime you ever committed, and you had the balls to just go to class, and you didn't have like some type of breakdown and you weren't showing any signs, then maybe that may point towards that maybe this isn't the first time you've done something like this. But like I said before in prior videos, and if you haven't already, go subscribe to my other channel, Fat and Opinionated, because I will be posting updates over there as well. There's a first time for everything. It's just usually people's first time doing something like this and taking someone's lives or taking the life of a living creature just in general, usually it doesn't start out this severe, you know? With a crime this crazy, usually there's baby steps to get here. So I'm really curious in finding out if he is tied to anything else, and I can't help but feel like that may be a possibility. But then again, like I said, who knows? You never know. You know, you just never know. And this goes to show that it could be the people sitting right next to you. Someone that you sit right next to at work every day. Someone that you sit next to on the bus. Someone that you go to school with. They could be capable of doing something like this. You never know. But I do believe that people like this often, they have a history of doing things. Now, this dude does not have a criminal history, but maybe he's just good at not getting caught. But he's not as good as he thinks he is, because he got caught today. And that's for sure. But I think that maybe he thought he could outsmart law enforcement. Obviously, that did not work out for him. But, I mean, this little piece of information, it may not be a big deal in the investigation, but I think it's a big deal when you want to understand the mentality of someone who could do something like this. And knowing how he could just calmly, cool, collectedly, just go back to school, finish out the semester. You know, not only are you sitting in a college environment amongst other college kids, but you're doing schoolwork. And I mean, to the mental fortitude to pull that off, that's just no F's given, no remorse, nothing. So, creepy. But I'm glad he is behind bars, and I can't wait to find out more details, because this is when we will start getting facts. You know, for the last month or so, people have been asking me to cover this case, and people are asking me now, why are you talking about it now? Well, I didn't want to be part, or I didn't even want to be associated with the witch hunt that I knew would come out of this. As soon as I saw this story break, I already knew that random kids, college kids, you name it, they would be thrown under the bus, they would be doxxed, they would be harassed. I didn't want to be a part of it. We just saw that a couple of months ago with other young kids. I didn't want to be a part of that nonsense. But now that they have the actual suspect and people can stop hurling accusations at random innocent people, now I'm interested in discussing the facts. And I'll bring you all more updates about this case. And I have some other cases that I will be talking about tomorrow as well. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.